everyone. Hello and welcome, my very dear standers. I hope that everyone is having a joyful and blessed day. Thank you very much for sharing with me your time. Thank you very much for subscribing to my channel, and thank you for liking my videos. For those of you who have not yet subscribed, I encourage you all, click on that subscribe button so that we can always be together every time I come on. So today, I am here to encourage you all once again, as I am here being led by the Holy Spirit to assure you, to let you know that you do not have to worry, because God always has a plan. Always. You know, we may not always know what that plan is, but that doesn't mean that the plan doesn't exist. I know with everything in me that God has a plan for my life. And I am so sure, and you can bring this to the bank, God has a plan for yours too. I know that God has allowed this time in my life for a purpose. The struggle, the pain, the waiting is God preparing me for my destination, for my great big blessing, for my purpose. As I have prayed through this mess, He has revealed parts of His plan to me. Jeremiah 29 verse 11 is one of them. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. You know, I admit that sometimes I struggle. I still do. Because God hasn't revealed the whole plan to me yet. But I am sure that there is a purpose why that is so. There is a purpose for not revealing it all to me. I am so sure of that, and I trust God with that. I know that God's plan for me is so big that He needs me to be ready for it. He needs me to be able to be ready to embrace it fully and to glorify Him through it, through the life that I am living now, and through the life that I will live as He rolls out His plans. My friend, do not expect to know God's plan in detail, His whole plan. This is why we walk blindly in faith, trusting that His plan for us is for our good. St. Paul, in his letter to the Corinthians, in 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 7 said, For we walk by faith, not by sight. And in Romans chapter 8, verse 28, And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. Is it not enough to know that your Creator, your God, has not only called you, but handpicked you to fulfill your purpose, to receive His great blessings? No matter how hard and painful, I am very honored and I feel very much loved, because many are called, but few are chosen. And I am one of the chosen. You, if you are listening here now, you too are one of the chosen. Jesus Himself made this declaration in Matthew chapter 22, verse 14. For many are called, but few are chosen. So, I don't know why we think that we have to know the whole plan, because we do not. I am telling you now, and I can tell you this now, that had I known the whole plan when all this started, when this journey started, I might have opted out, or I might have chosen the other option that God gave me in the very beginning, which was for me to move on with my life because my husband committed adultery. Had I known how difficult the days were going to be, and that some of the nights would be even more difficult, I might have told God, my God, thank you for choosing me, but no thank you. This journey has been the hardest thing that I have ever had to do. As my days have turned into weeks, weeks into months, and months into now years, I have had to learn to completely depend on God to get me through. I bring God with me wherever I am. My dear friends, when this storm first began, I never dreamt that I would be right here in this place almost 2 years later, still praying for my husband to return to the Lord, still praying for my husband's salvation, still praying for the Lord to not allow my husband's soul to perish in sin. I was sure that he would have come home by now, but he has not. He seems as far from God as he was the day that he left. But God, oh boy, God has a very, very strong hold on me. God keeps me praying for him. Every day, God gives me his strength to just keep on going, to keep on moving forward with him. God keeps showing me his mercy, his grace, and his love. He keeps revealing his goodness to me. And more than anything, I just want to obey him, to obey God's calling in my life. So here I am, as time ticks on, as days pass, weeks, months, and even years. As I watch them go by, I am still here, and I am still standing, and I continue to stand strong. I stand because it is what God has called me to do. And as I continue to pray, I know that God hears me. And I know and believe deep in my heart that God will answer all of my prayers. This is the same for you too. Remember, what God did for one, or what God does for one, He will do for you too. So know that as you stand strong and as you obey God's call for you to stand for your husband or for your spouse, that He will answer all of your prayers. He will grant you the desires of your heart. At just the right time, God will come through and deliver you, your husband, and your marriage from your storm. Because I know that at the right time, God will do the same for me too. He will open your spouse's blinded eyes. The scales will come off. He will call your spouse back and right all the wrongs. God will bring you to the other side. That is for sure. God will deliver your marriage. He will bring you and deliver your marriage to His intended destination. Believe that, my dear friends. And you know what? Believe that God will do it for you. I believe that He will do it for me. And I know that He will do it for you too. So do not give up. Keep on praying. Keep on pressing. Do the work. Read His Word. Seek God fervently and with all of your heart. Continue on seeking so that you will find. Knock so that it will be open for you. Ask so that you will receive. Because God hears you. He is working it all out for your good. So I hope that today I have encouraged you, because this is something that the Holy Spirit really put in my heart to share with you today. And if you are here listening, then you were made to listen to this. You're made to hear this, to be given the encouragement and to know that God has a plan for you. So once again, thank you very much for sharing your time with me. Do not forget to click subscribe and to like this video. And I am praying for all of you. God bless you all.